Okay. Thanks for tuning in on Thursday, friends. You know, when I can get work, I have to take it. So it's all crazy. So sitting up tall on your sits bones, grab behind your thighs, and then just assist yourself to sit up and roll the shoulders down, finding alignment in your spine. So even right here, start to feel how your abs draw in. Sit up a little bit taller, relax the shoulders down, pull your belly in deeper, and then just tuck your pelvis to roll halfway back, keeping the belly pulled in. So just sliding yourself underneath you, and then coming up to sit. Inhale, so pull the abs in, halfway back, and come up to sit. Maybe you take the hands off the thighs, but as you sit, get longer, pull your abs in, and keep your abs drawn in. Squeeze your pelvic floor as you roll back halfway, and come up to sit. This time as you roll back halfway, let's take the right arm above the head, and come up to sit. Halfway with the left arm above the head. Slide the shoulders away from the ear. So each time, drawing the abs in as you sit up tall, pull them even deeper here, and then you keep them drawn in as you roll back. Let's do one more each way. I maybe messed up the arms. Trying to let go of the hip flexors, because the next time we go back, both arms come above the head, and we hold the back. Slide the shoulders down. Go back a little bit further, pull your belly in deeper, and then bring the arms in front of you. Open the arms out to the sides and take them up overhead. Bring them in front of you, open out to the sides. Bring them up overhead. One more in that direction, and then we're going to reverse it. Pulling your abs in, and then take it up above your head. Open the arms out to the sides, and bring it back to the front. Maybe you can go back a little bit further, draw your abs in super deep, lifting up out of your pelvic floor. And then come all the way up to sit. Halfway up, draw the abs in, hug the thighs a little bit towards each other, and then float the right foot a tiny inch off the mat and lower, and then low. So we're not moving anything but the leg. So no twisting yes, Dan, I see you. Only lifting the leg. Tiny march of the leg up. I did it big just so you could get a bigger, you can see it more there. Let's do one more each way. Draw the belly in deep, slide the shoulders down, hold it there, and then go back an inch. And go back an inch, and we'll all the way down and take a long stretch. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale one more time. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands up over the shoulders. With your beach ball, press the back of the thighs down, and then roll up to your halfway point. Pulling the abs in. Relax the shoulders. Twist your rib cage over to the right, rotating just the rib cage. And rotate it back to your center. And twist over to the left, just the rib cage. And back to center. Hold. Go back one little tiny inch. Pull belly in deeper. Twisting just the rib cage. Pelvis stays still. Try not to let those legs move at all. Left. Back to center. And roll all the way up to the mat. Relax the arms side to side. Bend the knees. Feet come to the mat. Arch and input your spine a couple times just to let go of any tension. And then settle yourself into neutral where your hip bones are in line with your pubic bone. You have your little bit of lumbar curve, low back. It's going to keep its space as you press your back bottom ribs down, softening the front ribs into the body. Lengthening the arms above the head and bring the right leg into tabletop. Bring the left leg up to tabletop. Draw the abs in, keeping the collarbone wide, and just march the right toes forward. Dip forward and float the leg up and left. So you also could have your arms on the mat, but just starting to make the abs work even harder by not having as much stability on the ground. Super controlled. So hopefully the arms up are going to make you work into your abs even deeper right from the start. Drawing the belly into the spine. Let's do one more each way. And then bring it back to center. Give the knees a little hug. Rock it out a little bit. And then place back. Tabletop. Lengthening the arms up to the sky. Squeeze the thighs together. Draw the abs in. And let both legs go about halfway forward. And then flow the legs up from your low belly. Dip the legs about halfway forward. Pull your abs and squeeze forward. And float the legs up. So the legs go any amount away from the body that it keeps you in neutral without starting to arch the spine. Dip the legs forward. You also could bring your hands onto your stomach or onto your ribs. I felt like my rib cage was popping open, which is my big problem. And so I just put my hand on my wrist. So wherever the arms want to be, 2 more. And lift. 1 more. And then float the legs back up, hold the legs. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Draw the abs in a little bit deeper. And extend the right arm and the left leg at the same time. And return to center. Other side, lengthen. Into center. Zip the belly in. Exhale, inhale. Exhale to draw your belly button deeper to your spine. Let's do 1 more each way, knowing that your head can always remain on the mat and never has to stay lifted. Last one, we bring it to center, hug it all the way and relax it. Your head rocks side to side. We're gonna do the hundreds and then we'll get the legs stretched out, legs to table, hands to the sky, inhale, exhale. You're gonna press your hands towards your hips, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, extend your legs at a high diagonal, and start to pump the arms to the hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. The legs are long or they're in tabletop. Your decision where they feel best. They're parallel or they're in turnout. Or you could even be an internal rotation if you feel like that's just a different challenge that you might need today. You can also start to lower the legs a little bit lower if it feels good. Inhale, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull your abs in a little bit deeper. Can you activate up on your pelvic floor? Inhale, and exhale. Take 1 more. Take inhale, and exhale. Hold, and then hug it all the way to the left. Extend the legs long, extend the arms long. Inhale, exhale, let's take the hands to the sky and peel yourself up and over to take a little stretch forward and then catching a hold of your band. So we can just stretch out the legs a little bit to go a little deeper now. And hugging onto your right foot, roll all the way down. Take the leg up to the sky. And just let everything relax here. So just at first let the leg get used to just being lengthened up, and then you just start to bring it back a little bit further. And a little bit further, keeping the hips even. Shoulders are relaxed. And then maybe some bending and straightening. And breathing into it. So last night, friends, I was so excited because the little girls that sell bananas, 5 of them came to class. They did the last 30 minutes of class, like laid there and did it for 30 minutes. I felt like that was so good for kids that are probably between like 6 and 10. Breathe. I couldn't even believe that they told me they were gonna come, but I really didn't believe they would. And then let's hook it onto the toes and come into the cat stretch. Point the toes and flex. So they all came and they took their trays of bananas off of their head, and they have little scarves that they have wrapped that like sits on top of their head that they balance the tray on, and then they put those scarves out, keep the toes down, and laid on that as a mat. I was all the way dead. And then bring it back to the center of the foot and spiral the thigh open and out to the side to stretch to your inner thigh. Keep pushing your left hip down and lengthen out of your right heel. Relax. And breathe. Let's take 2 breaths here. And then we'll sweep that leg up to the sky and exhale, anchoring the back pocket down with the leg and a little bit across the body to stretch through the side of the hip, keeping the right hip pushing away from you. Just finding all that length. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll melt into your spinal twist, letting the band go to the side. And just let the leg fall across the body, looking over to your right hand as the knee falls any amount to your left. And then you'll extend the leg all the way back out straight, feeling super long and awesome, grabbing hold of your band. And And then roll yourself up. And over to catch onto the left foot. And then all the way back down. And start to just open up into that hamstring. And when you're ready, adding little bends and straightens to get a little more length. Each one pulls it back a little bit further. And then you can even come back a little bit further here. And let's take one more breath. And then start taking it onto the toes. Pulling the toes down, heel up. And pointing, flexing to stretch out the calf. And then hold the toes down and breathe into it for a moment. And then bring it back to the center of the foot and open out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Keeping your right hip down, lengthening out of your left inner thigh. The other day when I was going to shoot on this trip, it's like a 3-hour drive away. And I was sitting with the girl in the car talking. She was talking about like her body being tight. And she was saying how she's not a into her body person like that. And she was talking about how she got a massage or something and her feet and calves got massaged. And she's like, it opened up my whole body. I'm like, yes, this is what we do. The whole body is connected. And opening up, massaging the feet and the calves really opens up the back fascial line. So I was very excited that someone that's like into it, sweep that leg up to the sky on her own, noticed it. Sending it out to the side. And pushing the left hip away, anchoring the back pocket down, breathing into the side of the hip. So loosening up the fascial lines, really, the fascia will help release everywhere in the body. Let's take a couple breaths here. And then into a spinal twist. Let the leg fall across the body. Looking the opposite direction. And extending that leg out to straight. Shaking the legs out. Let's actually keep the legs straight. Reach the hands to the sky. Inhale on your exhale. Firm the thighs down. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And slowly begin to feel yourself vertebra by vertebra, up. Diving over. We're going to take 3 roll-ups. Pull the abs in, scoop, relax the shoulders, and all the way back down. Inhale and bottom. Exhale, peeling up. Diving up and over, reaching forward, and scooping, rolling it all the way down. And then the next one's going to stay at the top. Diving forward, and then restack the spine to sit up tall, sending the legs as wide as the mat. So they're a little bit wider than the pelvis, but they're not a huge straddle. So a little bit wider than your pelvis. And then move your booty about so you can get your sits bones pressing down into the earth. Lift up, sitting up tall, sending arms out to the side. Slide the shoulders away from the earth and get a little bit longer and taller so you can feel your abs drawing in. Spiral your spine around over to the right. Left pinky toe goes to right, or right, left pinky finger goes to right pinky toe, flipping your right palm up. Little reach forward, reach, stack in the spiral, unravel the center. Slide the shoulders down to taller as you rotate. Can you go longer and taller as you rotate? And then pinky finger, pinky toe, turning the back palm up, dive forward, restep, all the way back to center. And then twist. We go reach, restep, unravel the center. It's like every time you spiral, you can sit up longer and taller. You've got one more, spiraling around. We go reach, restep, twist, and go reach, restep, all the way back to center. Bring the arms back to forward. You're gonna bend your knees, heels are gonna stay on the mat. Roll back halfway. You're gonna pull the right knee into the chest and then take it back out. Pull the left knee into the chest and take it back out. Can you control it with your abs? Pull in. Feel your obliques. Pulling the leg in, lots of control. One more like that each way. Lifting up out of your pelvic floor. And then you pull your right leg in and hold. Pull your left leg in and hold. Balancing here. Draw the abs in. Grab behind your thighs. Give yourself a little extra support. Get a little bit longer through your spine. Roll your shoulder blades down. Extend the legs to the sky and tap the toes to the mat. Lengthen the legs to the sky. Tap the toes to the mat. And then maybe you take the hands off the back of the thighs. Lift and lower. But if you feel like with the stability of the hands and the legs allows you to dive deeper into your abs, then just do that. 2 more. And then we're going into the abdominal series. And we bring it to tabletop. Framing the right knee as you extend the left leg. Roll yourself down to your shoulder blades touch, and then switch as we go switch, and switch, and switch. Draw the abs in. Maybe you make a little buffer for the legs with the hands, so you can't go in too far. Press, and press. Abs in, you can get your hands forward. And actually, let's turn this into a bicycle now. We're gonna take it bicycle legs, bicycle. Draw the belly in a little bit deeper. Pelvis is still reverse your bicycle. Go switch. This one's for you, Neil, your bike legs. And last one here, bring both legs in, hold, roll up to catch your ankles, extend the legs up to the sky, hold for a moment, draw the abs in, back to tabletop, and then just roll yourself down, keeping your hands as far forward as you can past the shins. Inhale, the arms and legs extend long away from the body. Exhale, circle to bring it to center. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, circle, bring it to center. Pulling forward from the ribcage, inhale, and exhale. 4 more. Zip the belly to the spine. Exhale. Lengthen. And exhale. 2. And last one, lengthen. Circle the arms around, hold, roll back up. To catch the ankles. Extend the legs to the sky again. Relax the shoulders down. This is your rest moment. Get a little bit longer and taller, draw the abs in. This time, we're gonna release the left leg, holding onto the right ankle. Maybe we bring the left leg back up. And switch that. Right down, why? Why are we even doing this? It's because I make it up as we go. And whatever seems like it might be fun. This time, the right leg is gonna stay up, the left leg is gonna stay long. Roll yourself all the way down. You can walk yourself down the leg, keep the left leg extended, but walk yourself back up the leg. And walk yourself down the leg. And walk yourself up the leg. One more time. It's like climbing a tree. And all the way back up. Other side, left leg up, right leg long. As you lower down. And lift back up. And lower down. Okay, I see everyone loves me on this one. I can see it. And then hold it down, scissor the legs. We will pull back into our normal single straight leg stretch. Just for a little fun. Inhale and exhale. Zip the belly in. Maybe the hands reach forward. Pull, pull. Scissor, pull, pull. And pull, pull. 2 more. Last one. And bring both legs up to the sky. This time you get your rest. And let the head rock side to side. Hope you guys don't hate me too much after that one. It was just for something a little bit different. Take the knees, stir them in the hip sockets, loosen up the hip flexors. And reverse. And bring all the way back to center. Fingertip touch behind the ears. Always having the option to bring your feet down if you need to just regroup into neutral for a moment. Exhale to float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the legs up to the sky. Anchoring your pelvis in place. Turn off the hip flexors. And then parallel or external rotation. Take your legs out to your high diagonal. And then zip the legs together and pull them back up to the sky. Lengthen away and drag it back up. And maybe each time the legs can go a little bit further hold a little bit, lift the legs up. You also have the option to be in tabletop. So if it doesn't feel like it's great for your back with them long, you decide you can have your legs however you want. You got 2 more here. Inhale, can you keep your spine in neutral? Keep your pelvis heavy as those legs lift. This is your last one. Really keep the pelvis solid as you lift, tug it all the way and relax. Just circles on the scale with your nose. In reverse. And bring it all the way back to center. I'm gonna bring my feet down to regroup, but your choice. I just need to resettle my pelvis into neutral. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide to the sides for crisscross, legs one at a time to table. And then we'll float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long, twist to bring the left shoulder across towards the right knee, and bring it back to center. And twist and center. Exhale. Exhale. So thinking that bottom rib crossing over towards the opposite hip to draw a diagonal across the body. Keep the elbows wide the whole time. Exhale, twist and center. Exhale, twist and center. One more each way. Twist and back to center. And hang all the way and relax. Take a long stretch here. Shake everything out. Let every bit of tension go. And then should we do open leg rocker?
Sure.
Yeah. Yay. I miss that energy just being inside the class for everyone just to yell out and say whatever they want at any time. Let's bring the legs to table. Hands to the sky. Let's actually sweep the arms out to the side. Sweep the arms around to roll yourself up to now catch your ankles, to lift the legs back to the sky where we were before. And then they separate to about shoulder width apart. So a little V, tucking the pelvis at the chin, or you can also just balance, or you can just roll back and come up and balance on your sit bones. Roll back. You can also go into rolling like a ball if that is preferred. You have 3 more, whatever you want to do. Maybe you're just holding it because holding it right there is a lot of ab work. 2. And last one. You come up and hold. Ah, I don't have it. Oh, I gotta do one more roll. Come up, holding, and then fold forward. And take a stretch. I didn't even have it. I had to do an extra roll in that. Let's get your weights. I'm gonna grab mine. Do you guys have a Pilates mini ball at home?
No. Where do we get one?
No.
I don't know. I mean, maybe at some point, I had my mom send this to me. That's the only reason I have it. When my friend brought a suitcase for me, and I had found it at TJ Maxx, but I'm sure Amazon. Oh, Stan's got his. So maybe at some point, if people want to get them, we can decide what we're gonna do, but we can also add in little toys.
Is it like a Yamano ball?
No.
Okay.
Because it has, which I have that at home. Send the arms out, I'll explain it in a minute. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders down, abs in, and then roll halfway back. And just start with our bicep curls. The Yamano ball is a lot harder. This is like, you blow it up. This comes with a straw and you blow it up. So it's it has a lot of give to it, which is, it forces your abs to work. It doesn't give you the hardness of the Yamano ball that's there for like massage. Go up a little bit further. And I wish that I had my balls, the Yamano balls with me. Extend and hold, turn the palms towards each other, relax the shoulders away from the ears, draw the abs in, and then bend the right elbow, and extend and bend the left elbow. Lifting up out of your pelvic floor. I did this arm series last night in my beach class with no weights, and the girls were dying. So I was like, oh, my Pilates Hotties are fine with all of this, with weights. Last one, and then hold it out, turn the palms down, roll down to the mat, inhale, exhale, roll up to your halfway point. And hold here, and little cross the arms, you go across. But as you cross, can you keep your collarbone wide? You're stabilizing through the shoulder girdle, you're pulling your lats down. We'll hold the right arm on top and then a little bend straighten. Press, bend straighten. 3, and switch. Left side, low press, press. And last one, we'll dive up and over to the toes, take a little stretch forward. Maybe the weight of the weights can help pull you a little bit and give you a little more. We'll sit up tall, roll the shoulder blades down, flip the palms to the sky. Collarbone is open, and then just open and close. So we're just seated for this one. We're seated with amazing posture. If you need to bend your knees slightly to really get long and tall, feel free to do that. Open. Draw the abs in, lift up out of your pelvic floor. Hold the arms open and pulse back. Think about where the back of your arm is meeting your back. Think that area to try to get some energy going with the muscles. And then hold them at about 3/4 and extend out and draw in. Pulling the abs in. So not up too high, just out to the sides, like extending out from the elbows. And then hold them out in small little stirs. Collarbone widens, longer and taller. And then we'll sweep the arms to forward, roll back halfway, turn the palms towards each other, sliding your tailbone underneath you. Lift your elbows a little bit higher, long through the neck. Hinge the arms open and hug around a big balloon. So the elbows are higher than the wrists. Yes, but the shoulders relax away from the ears. So we don't want that tension to go into the neck. For 3. And last one, back to forward, we sit up tall, we send the arms behind us now. Palms face each other. Widen the collarbone, maybe you bend your knees to get forward with your spine, but keep your spine long. Roll the shoulders open, and then just start to press the palms in and in. Lift and lengthen out of your pelvis. And hold it in, lift them up a little bit higher. And squeeze in. Start to lift up a little bit higher, and then flip your palms to the sky, same thing, squeeze in. For 3, 2, last one, arms forward, sitting up tall, send the arms up tall. And then just bend and press overhead. For left, bend and press overhead. For 3, breathe, 2, and last one. And bring the weights all the way down. Place the weights to the side. Bring your hands directly behind you. So we're going to go into some triceps. So if this doesn't feel good, you could just take overhead and do the same thing with your weights if you're having any wrist tightness. Otherwise, fingertips behind the pelvis. Widen the collarbone. Dig your heels down, tuck the pelvis, and lift. Shift your weight backwards just a little bit. And then bend your elbows, press straight. Bend, press straight. Maybe if you feel like you need more challenge, you walk your feet away from you a little bit. Press and straight. Keep pulling the abs in. The next set is gonna add a little more ab action. 3, 2, and let's just come down halfway, hold it, and tiny pulse, pulse. Collarbone widen, shift back for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come down and sit. We can take a little stretch across, and then we're gonna do a second set, which either you can stay doing that one, or we're gonna be bringing a leg up. So if you wanna do that, you can do that. It's been so completely windy here, switch sides, that I can't have like anything out on my balcony. So I've determined I can't have the tortoises because they would have to be living inside right now. I had to bring my plants inside because it was tearing them up. And then let's come back into that same position. So just so you guys know the status of it, I don't think the tortoises would survive out there, even though I've already determined it's not a good idea for me to get them. That really confirmed it. Widen the collarbone, tuck the pelvis, shift your weight backwards, and then you lift the hips. Bring the right leg to tabletop, point the toe. Extend the leg, bend the elbows halfway, pull it in. Bend, in. The elbows bend as the leg straightens, and then everything comes back to center. For 3, 2, last one, and bring that foot down. Other leg to tabletop, point the toe. Bend and in. So you just extend the leg, bend the elbows. For 4, press. Hold it up to 2, and last 1, and bring it in, and all the way down, taking the arm up and over for the stretch. And breathe. And other side. One more breath there. And then release. Let's come to lay on your right side. All the way down onto your balance beam, letting your head relax on your arm to start. So making sure that the bottom waistline is lifting up off of the mat. Legs are long. Unless you're having low back situation, then bring the legs a little bit forward. But for this one, we'll stay as straight as possible. You can have your kickstand again. Point the toes as we bring your top leg up, bring your bottom leg up to meet it, and they both go down. We go lift, lift, lower. Up, up, and down. Thinking about it all coming from the waistline. Can the pelvis stay still? So if it goes up too high, your pelvis isn't going to really be able to stay still. One more. Now lift, lift, hold. Both legs lower, both legs lift. Both lower, both lift. Feeling the waistline. And if it's in your back, maybe you bring the legs a little forward or play with the position that feels like that's helping to feel better. Hold it up, point the toes, and scissor. Draw the belly in deep. And then bring it back to center, hold. Lift legs a little higher, and then only the bottom leg goes down and goes right back up. Lower lift. Lots of inner thigh. Try to relax the upper body for 3, 2, last 1, and they both lower. Bring the legs a touch forward if they haven't already come a touch forward. And then you can keep your head down or pop it up. Your decision. Make sure that the pelvis is stacked. Lift the top leg, flex the foot, get a little bit longer as you sweep the leg forward, point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward, point and sweep it back. So finding that your pelvis is still, the leg is running the track of the hip socket. Flex forward, and point and sweep. Abs are in tight, flex forward, and point and sweep. One more time. Bring it to the center. We spiral open with the thigh as we lift the leg and flex and pull. Lift, flex and pull. Are you still wrapping the ribs in? Are you relaxed through the shoulders, relaxed through the jaw? This one can stay to the sky, spiraling the thigh open as we stir to the ceiling. It's a simple movement. You know these movements. So each time, you can focus on getting more precise, getting deeper into the muscles and staying focused. And reverse. Last night after the class, the girls heard me speaking to another one of the students. Hold, flex the foot, and then let the leg come forward to right in line with the pelvis, and then straighten the leg back up to the sky. So it comes straight forward and straight back up to the sky, keeping your spine in neutral. So the girl was saying something and I was like, yeah, it's a lot of focus. And then the little girls were repeating me. They're like, a lot of focus, a lot of focus. And they all kept saying it. They were killing me. I wish you guys could come and see the kids. They're so, anybody excited about fitness gets me so excited. This one stays forward. And a tiny bend of the knee and straighten, bend straighten. Even if it's just that they want to be hanging out with like the older girls, it's really cute. For 3, 2, last one, split back to center, bend the knees, angle the ankles up, knees face down, and then try to pick up the bottom thigh. So maybe the legs just stay on the mat, or maybe they're balanced, and then open the top knee for your plank show and lower down. Open, squeeze, and down. Lift, squeeze, and down. Squeeze. Breathe. Draw the abs in. Are the ribs still wrapping in? Hold the thigh up and pulse up, up. Keep pushing the top hip away from you. For 5. Hold it up and then rotate the knee down, kick it out at a diagonal. The knee taps down and kicks back out at a diagonal. So just keeping the tush tight and then the knee comes down and squeeze. And last one, holding it out in small pulse up, up, hold, up, hold. Can the leg get longer? Keep pulling away from the pelvis for 3, 2, less. 1, bring it in, knees to 90 degrees. Feet are flexed, shins line up with the front edge of the mat. Push the top hip away as you sweep the leg up, and then it almost touches down, almost like pushing together magnets that can't go together. So you want to push down to push the magnets together, but the energy won't let it go all the way to touch. No, that's not the technical way to talk about a magnet, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. This one comes down, staying right in front of your hip in small circles. Flex your foot hard. You're gonna really feel it in the backside. Are you still in neutral? Are you still pushing your pelvis away? So your waistline is staying long, reverse your circle. Drawing the belly in a little bit deeper. And last one, lower it all the way down. Punch the booty out. Pop yourself up on your bottom form. Send your legs out straight. Bring the legs to the front edge of the mat. Lengthen the arm up. Lift up out of your waistline, out of the neck. And then when you're rolled back onto the right booty cheek, lift the legs to come to tap the hand. And then with control, they lower, almost touch the floor, but before they do, bring it back up. So if you want more challenge here, when the legs come down, they can come down and you come right into a plank. And then right back down and lift. So if you want, you can add the plank, side plank, in the middle. Let's take 2 more. The next time, we're gonna take the legs up to hold and then draw the knees to the chin, kick the legs away. The knees to the chin, kick the legs away. 3, 2, and last 1. And then lower, swivel yourself over to the other side, and we'll shrink it on the other side. And then all the way down on your balance beam. So make sure you're not rocking forward or back. Stay stacked in the hips. Draw the abs in. Legs are as straight and long as your back will allow. Point the toes as you lift the top leg, the bottom leg lifts to join it, and they both go down. We go up, up, and down. Pulling the abs in, wrapping the ribs together, trying to stay as relaxed as possible in your upper body. Maybe the kickstand hand will allow you to get deeper into your abs because it gives you that enough little bit of support that your upper body doesn't have to become tense. The next one stays up and then lower leg lift. I did this completely out of order, right? I think I did not do that in that order, but it's all right as long as we do it all, we're good. And then hold it up, we'll scissor the legs. We go switch and switch and switch. One more like that, front and back, and then they come back, stay together, both legs lower, both legs lift. Sorry, I reconfigured that one. Not that I forgot, I reconfigured. Lift and lift and lift and lower everything down. Bring the legs 1 inch forward and then as you up or down. Take the top leg up and line with the hip, lengthen out of your heel as you sweep the leg forward, point and sweep it back. Flex, it comes forward, point and sweep. Pulling the belly in. Upper body relaxes, flex, and point and sweep. Sometimes when we're not focused, the upper body or other muscles are just like, I'm gonna just help take over. But you gotta really stay focused. And you can find that, bringing it to center, spiral the thigh to the sky, extend up, flex to resist to pull it down. We lift and lower, and we lift and lower. Lengthen. 2. This one will stay up to the sky. Last one, holding it up. The thigh spirals open even more. Draw the abs in, circles to the sky. And then we'll start up higher and higher and higher and reverse, circling it back. Tiny little movement, all fully finding it in the thigh. And last one, flex the foot. Get out of that, lengthen out your heel, and then let the leg come forward, forward, forward with control, and then sweep up, up, up from the glute. Glute med, forward, 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 and then lengthen and dragging it back up to the sky. Resist and press up, 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 up. Hasn't the leg become lighter though as we continually do this exercise? Or does everybody feel like the leg feels the same way from the first time? No, it's way easier. Thanks for your awesome response and positivity, guys.
It's the same.
And last one, hold it down. And then little tiny bend straight in, abs in, press, press, press for 3, 2, last one, so move back to center, and then bend the knees to 45 degrees. Push the top away, angle the ankles up, and then float the bottom thigh up. Maybe, maybe not. Open the top knee and close. Open and close. The goal of every exercise is to activate the muscle that we're using. So if you advance it, but then you're not feeling the muscle that we want, it doesn't make any sense, because what's the point? So if it feels like a good challenge to have the legs up and you're balancing for more abs, but it means you're still really getting all that in the booty, hold it up and tiny pulses up. If not, you just bring that bottom leg down so you can get the focus where it needs to be. 5. And last one, the knee goes down and then kick the leg back at a high diagonal, squeeze the glute. Down, press up, squeeze. And lengthen. Down, out, and squeeze. Hold the leg out, lift, hold, lift, hold, lift, hold. Keep the leg a little bit longer for 3, 2, and last one, bring it all the way in. And then knees come forward to 45 degrees, punch the booty out, flex the feet, long neck, and then sweep the leg up and almost touch down. Squeeze and almost touch down. So again, it's get to almost touch the bottom leg, but then it won't allow it to touch. It goes straight back up. 2 more. And then let it come down and hold and draw your little circles, stirring around. And around. For 3, 2, oh, we gotta reverse, I forgot. Flex the foot a little bit harder. Relax the shoulder, pushing the top hip away. 3, 2, and last one, let it come down. Punch it out. And then prop yourself up on your bottom forearm. The legs come to the front corner of the mat. Extend your arm up to the sky and then rock back onto that booty cheek. And then you just lift the thigh or the legs together up to the hand and control the down. They lift and control the down. And then maybe if you took the side planks on the other side, you add the side plank in here. Lift. So we'll take 4 more. There's 1. Everything with control. So if you're coming into that side plank, you're really paying attention to that waistline. 2. One more time, full thing, and then we'll meet with the legs back up. And hold them up to the sky as you then draw them into your chin. And extend. And in, extend. For 3, lift up out of your bottom forearm, long neck. 2, and last 1, and lower the legs, and then roll all the way over onto your stomach. And shake everything out there. Just let everything go. I need to just see what time it is, because I have no idea. Okay. And then Folding those forearms, let the head just be heavy, shake the pelvis out, and then connect your hip points and pubic bone down into the mat. Magnetizing your belly button up into your spine, floating just the upper body up off the mat. Think lengthening forward as you lift your elbows a little higher and lower. Draw the abs in, press your pelvis into the mat, and then lift and lower. So you're not gonna wanna let it sit into your low back. Think lengthening forward. Pressing your pelvis in and down. 2 more like that. And then one more time. Lift and then lower everything down, shake the pelvis out. You're gonna keep the pelvis in place as you float the right leg up and lower, shoulders relaxed. Float the left leg up and then float both legs up. And lower down, we go right. Keeping the pelvis in place and left. Engage in the glute. And engage those abs to lift both legs up. So it's never a rush. It's doing it with your breath, making sure that your muscles are activated before you add the movement. Lift. One more like that. And both legs. Lift. Lower the legs. This time, glue the heels together, turn the toes apart, bend the knees, flex the feet, open the knees as wide as the pelvis, and then float the legs. And almost touch the thighs out and lift. Almost touch them down and go right back up. Bring the heels closer towards your bum. Lift. Lift. Shoulders relax. And lift. And then hold the thighs to the sky and tiny pulses up. For 5. And left. One, lengthen the legs all the way out. Shake the pelvis out. Extending the arms long to the front. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Nice long neck. Abs in. And then floating the arms and legs up, we'll start to swim. Swim it up. Little kicks. Swim. Swim. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, lowering it down. You're gonna bring your hands to your sides and press yourself to your child's pose, taking a breath there. Lengthening the arms long to the front, keeping your bum heavy to the mat, and breathe into your back. Trying to expand the space between the ribs as you breathe into your back. And we'll walk the hands over to the right, taking the stretch to the left side body. Bring the left fingertips a little further forward. And then walking your hands back to center and to the other side. And walking it all the way back to center. And bringing yourself all the way up onto hands and knees. And we're going to just take a couple cat-cows. So we're going to round your spine up into your cat. And then head up, tail into your cat. And into your cat. And into your cow. And into neutral, draw the abs in. Extend your right arm and your left leg. Hold, finding your stability, and then knee and the elbow come to touch. And extend. Knee and the elbow in. Extend. And in. One more. Extend, hold, and hand and the knee right back down. Left arm, right leg, extend. Rounding jaw in. Extend. Contracting your abs and back to neutral. Abs and control to neutral. One more time. Extend. Bring it back to center. One time into your cat. And into your cow, and let's set up for our plank position. So your decision, where do you want to be? On your hands, on your forearms, you decide, and then kneel. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's come into your plank, and kneels on.
In Barack, I saw a guy whose intellect and ambition could swallow me, like a great wave with a mighty undertow. That was for you, Nicole. I could see it coming, but I wasn't going to get out of its path. I was too committed and in love. But I did need to anchor myself, and quickly. First, I decided I was done with corporate law, even if I was good at it. This was distressing given how hard I'd worked to get there. But then what? Teach? Work for a foundation? Could I find a job that left me time to have kids? More sobering was taking stock of expenses after I let go of luxuries like a subscription wine service and a health club membership. $600 a month in student loans, $400 in car payments, $500 for rent once I moved out of my parents' house. Nothing was impossible, but not simple either. 3, 2, 1.
We're a dog. And then run the knees out. I always love a good wave analogy. And then you're gonna walk your hands gently to your toes. And just hang out there in your forward fold. Feet are hip width apart. Toes are facing forward, and you can just let everything hang, let everything go. Maybe you sway side to side, let go of any tension. And then micro bend the knees, draw the belly in, and slowly start to roll up to standing longer, taller, and stronger. All the way up to stand, all the way up. And we'll take a nice big inhale up. Exhale it out. One more time, big inhale up. And exhale. Thanks, Pilates Hotties. Thanks for coming to class. Let me turn off recording.